السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. تفضل أشرف تعال. I was just speaking to brother Ashraf there. So basically I'm at a course where the course is about Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and mashallah, this is the event. So I want to show you guys. These are some of the courses that we do. A day with shaitan. Remember the guys were cussing me about that. So these are some of the courses. This is a course I was doing in the past. It's 3 volumes, 3 parts is done. I'm on part 4, so this is where I teach As-Sufa Institute. For those of you guys who keep asking. And I'll show you guys. The building is over here. This is where we have our courses. So anyway, if you guys have got any questions or anything, inshallah you can ask me the questions. You guys want to ask me anything. So this is a course that we had today, which is about Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And the course basically is, it ran over 2 weekends. And these kind of intensive courses, I don't know what you guys think about intensive courses. Are intensive courses something which you guys are interested in, or is it something which okay. So the intensive courses are something which a lot of people prefer doing, because what tends to happen is they can't really commit to like a structured course. So intensive courses run on a weekend or 2 weekends. This one ran on 2 weekends. But I'm not really kind of keen on intensive courses, because intensive courses, sometimes they burn a person out. It's like too much information they're getting in one day. An Arabic course, inshallah, intensive one. I mean, it depends on it. It depends how good the student is as well. So if a student is really keen, a student has a lot of potential, inshallah, then why not? Arabic course is possible. And maybe even having like an Arabic course which covers like spoken Arabic, written Arabic, and covers different aspects of Arabic and gets people engaged in speaking Arabic. That might be something good as well. Maybe, I mean, in the UK, maybe there can be like maybe some sort of like a intensive course in different cities they can have. So these are ideas I'm giving you guys, free ideas for you guys if you want to do this. Okay, now someone asked a question the other day which I really came across the answer. It was, what's the difference in Arabic between when Allah says something like min ba'di and ba'd on its own, right? So ba'd and min ba'd, because of the min, there's more emphasis on it. So min ba'di dhalika, or just on its own ba'da dhalik. So min has more of ta'keed, emphasis, and it shows like something where something emanates from as well. There's many. My brother Michael is saying there's many. So if there's many, intensive course is good. Alhamdulillah. And anybody got any questions you want to ask? So this week, alhamdulillah, we finished a book called Nukhbatul Fikr, right? A really good book. It's written by Imam Ibn Hajar. It's basically a book on Usul al-Hadith. So I teach Usul al-Hadith, which is like the methodology of understanding how Hadith works. What kind of Hadith do we use? All these kind of things that the scholars mention about Hadith. So it's a very good book. And the next book that we're starting is a book called Muqaddimah of Ibn Salah. So if you guys have studied it, give me some tips, guys. If you guys have covered it. This is also a book which Iran. So he wrote a book before. I think I showed you guys this before. Dirasat fi Usul Hadith ala Manhaj al-Hanafiyyah. So this is a book which was written basically, generally the Usul Hadith books that we have are based on the Shafi'i approach. Okay? So this is based on the Shafi'i approach, but this one is based on the Hanafi approach. The Hanafis don't really have in Usul Hadith, they don't really have like a book like the Shafis, because their approach in Hadith is very different from the Shafis' approach. But this book is a very good book. It's one of the unique books that you can get. And my friend, his name is Abdul Majid At-Turkmani. If you can get this book, it's very, very useful, especially if you're a student of knowledge. So, mashallah, he's written this as a hadiyah to me. Ameen, may Allah accept. Okay, so it's got some like good topics in there. So this is a book that I've got, and I've had the other version. This is the new edition of it. So inshallah, I'm going to have a look at that. I might teach some sections of it to my students. And this book over here, I'm going to pick that up. It's quite big. This is a good commentary on, if you want Nukhbat al-Fikr. That's a good commentaries that you can, or two books, useful books that you can read, benefit a lot from. And besides that, I mean, this is my. Yeah, these are my notes Usul Hadith notes that I wrote from my teacher. Do you guys want to see that? You guys want to see that, don't you? Come on. Sure you do. Right, so these are some of the notes. I'll show you guys my old writing when I used to study as a student. So this is a book, Usul Hadith. So I studied from a Sheikh Thaqib, may Allah preserve him, and this is written by me, Liaq Zaman. I wrote this probably, I think it's about 10 years ago now, 11 years ago maybe. So this is topics in there. This is my writing, how it used to be in the olden days. Yeah, so these are my colorful annotations there, highlighting. Yes, these are different. I actually studied this book from my teacher, and he didn't use any book, just from his memory. I wrote all this down. These are my notes. Yeah, so this is basically, when I teach on computer, the screens have kind of put it all onto there. I teach this in class, so I write on the screen, and then just like my whiteboards, if you guys have studied with me. Yeah, so these are my writings, and personally, I think, and this is my teacher to say this: when you want to study something, ask your teacher. If your teacher is an expert, ask your teacher to explain something to you in his own words. Yeah, explain the whole science to you in his own words, and then study a book. Trust me, it's very, very useful. Rather than just starting a book from scratch. Yeah, study himself, and then what you do is, when you study the book, it really, really helps. Trust me, I've experienced that a lot, and this is what I personally like doing as well. So when I teach Usul Fiqh or Usul Hadith now, I start that method. So, and that way, what happens is because if you start a book, sometimes there's so many extra things in the book which kind of put you off sometimes. So if you start like with your own teacher's explanation of it, it makes it a lot easier to be able to comprehend. And then when you go into the book, the extra things that the author is trying to get across, you can separate those. So anyway, if you guys got any question and answers, I'll answer them. Otherwise, I'm gonna log off, inshallah. So, how you guys finding the week? Hope you guys had a lovely week. Enjoyed the week. I had a game of badminton yesterday. This week played Wednesday, I played Thursday, and I played Friday as well, badminton. So here's my badminton rackets. There are my badminton. There they are. Yeah, my rackets. And badminton. What kind of sports do you guys play? I like playing badminton. I like playing nearly every sport. I'm not very good at all the sports, but I like playing football, badminton, swimming, table tennis, snooker, pool, computer games now and again. I don't know. I like even like watching like some sports as well. So I've been watching a bit of badminton on YouTube, trying to improve my martial arts. Excellent martial arts, very good. Yeah, are you good at martial arts? Yeah. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Am I pronouncing your name properly? Kilua. Is it Kilua? Am I saying it right? I hope I'm saying it right, bro. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Yeah. Wing Chun, yeah. I heard that's really good. I was watching this. There's a guy. He's on Facebook or YouTube. I think he's Master Wong. Is his name Master Wong? Have you guys heard of him? That guy is just mad, man. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about? Master Wong. Yeah, he's an Oriental guy. That guy just kills it, man. You know, the main thing I found about martial arts is two things. Number one is you have to be consistent. Yeah, and number two is you have to control yourself as well. Yeah, because if you go too wild, if you kind of, burn yourself out in the first few minutes and the first few seconds, then your opponent will really knock you out. But Wing Chun, yeah, I think that's the next thing I need to look into, man. It's been about 7-8 months now, but I was doing MMA, boxing and Thai boxing, Muay Thai. So mashallah, very very intense. It really kind of drains you. Yeah, so if you guys want to do some martial arts, those are kind of martial arts that you want to do. Anyway, anybody else got any questions? You want to ask me anything at all? Yeah. You guys got any questions? I can answer them. Otherwise, I'm going to be signing off, inshallah. So where are you guys from? Those who are watching, I'd like to know my audience. I'd like to know you guys, man. You guys are my friends. So I can make dua for you guys. You guys can make duas for me. Alhamdulillah. So, and if you guys want me to make any vlogs on anything specific or talk about things, maybe I can talk about those things as well in the future, inshallah. Bradford, oh yeah, Bradford, yeah. I haven't been to Bradford for a long time, man. I need to visit Bradford. Southwest Bristol. Oh, you're from Bristol, yeah. I got some guys here from Bristol as well. Oh, is that you, Ashraf? Your name's Kilu. What's this, bro? Okay. Where in the Quran are all the 3 tanweens coming consecutively? I don't know, that's a good question. Where are they in the Quran? I'm not sure. Yeah, because I'm not Hafiz and I'm going to be taking a big guess. Yeah, if I do know. Where are they, interestingly? Where are they? 3 tanweens. Where are they? I don't know. Anybody you guys know where the 3 tanweens are in the Quran?
What's that?
3 tanweens that come together.
3 tanweens?
That come together in the Quran. It's probably an easy place, but just mind doesn't go to it. You going, guys? Yeah, I don't know.
The one that's towards the end.
Give us a clue. It was someone's face. Oh, you know what to do? I'll tell you how to find the answer. Go to Google, yeah? Write down where are the 3 tanweens in the Quran consecutively. And you find the answer. That's how I find a lot of my answers. I gave away my tips.
In between Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen?
Yeah, it's somewhere between Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen and Wan Nas. Jinnati Wan Nas. There's a book which actually I've got, and it's got like 1,000 questions about the Quran. And they got some like strange kind of questions, difficult, tough questions in there. Yeah. Advice with regards to studying Sarf. If you want to study Sarf, the main thing you have to remember is 2 things in Sarf. Number 1 is get used to memorizing a lot. Because memorization is crucial for that. Because you have to go over, it's like not just normal memorizing, it's like memorizing without understanding. That's what you got to get into. And number 2 is you have to also, the rules, the different changes of the verbs. Try to get your head around how a sahih sigha works. And then after that, all the changes that occur, they'll make sense. So for example, qala originally was qawala, and then work from there till you go, okay, if a waw comes between 2 letters, right, with a fatha there, then it's replaced with an alif, that kind of stuff. Yeah, those just, trust me, I learned Sarf, it's just purely memorizing. A lot of Jaxi kind of luck I had as well, but a lot of it was memorization. Just memorize. Problem with a lot of students in the West is they want to understand things, but they don't want to take out time to memorize things, and that's a big kind of shortcoming in the students. So you got to get used to memorization, man. Trust me. When I was studying, I used to go crazy and I used to start memorizing stupid things, because when you start memorizing something, you go crazy. So I was like memorizing like a book I didn't need to memorize. Yeah, so I just like start memorizing. Like a normal reading book, a 3-volume book. I started memorizing 1 volume of it, and it was to do with Seerah, but I wasn't memorizing it word to word. I was memorizing like the themes of it. Yeah, each page I was memorizing those things. Yeah, I'm on my vlog, Sheikh. So that's basically what I was doing. I was memorizing like these kind of things. So you got to memorize. Students have to get used to memorization. And the other thing, students, students who wanted to, like, if you want to benefit, the main thing you have to do is you have to start expanding on your reading as well. These guys are laughing at me, yeah. So look at that, astaghfirullah, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to do a vlog for you guys, yeah, and people are there laughing at me. Tawbah, tawbah, tawbah. What's the world come to? So this is, in serious reality, this is what you guys got to get used to. Me, even now, the amount of books I read, right? I've started to get into a habit of now highlighting things, taking picture of things in books, and just like when I get chance, I just go through my picture gallery, and I just add in stuff and I start memorizing stuff. Because in reality, your knowledge is that which is with you. Your knowledge is not that which is in the books. Like Imam Shafi said, "Ilmi ma'i haythu yammamtu." Yeah, my knowledge is with me wherever I go. And if your ilm is with you where in your books, what happens? You just become. You might as well just have a phone. Google's better than that. Okay, how do you motivate yourself to read books? The way I motivate myself is, what I do? I'll get someone asks me a question. I'll start researching it. And I'll spend sometimes a day or 2 days or 3 days just researching that thing. Maybe spend every day, half an hour every day or an hour every day, just researching that. And what that does is that kind of leads me from one book to another book to another book to another book. So I'll start reading. So this is what you guys got to do as well. When I wrote basically when I was in madrasa studying, my dissertation was on Islamic banking. And that was the first time where I really started to research. And I kind of came across so many books that I didn't even know. So I became interested in different types of books out there that have been written on Islamic finance and just generally finance, economy. So what you need to do is get yourself a topic. The problem with that is sometimes you can get carried away. So this is why you need a mentor. Get a mentor, get someone you look up to, someone who's got some more knowledge or experience than you. And ask them, look, if I write on a particular topic, can you just check it for me? Just do that. And seriously, you'll become more proficient, more effective in your research and learning than anything else. So that's what you guys need to do, man. Yeah, and dua, a lot is to do with dua as well. Do dua. Allah makes things easy for you. Not everyone can read. Sometimes, what happens, you want to read and then someone phones you. Someone comes down to your house and you got to go to the mosque. You got to go for a talk. So there's lots of things that can interrupt your research as well. So you got to ask Allah for help as well, inshallah. Any other question you guys got? Ashraf, you got any questions? Huh? What question you got? Huh? Alhamdulillah. So Jazakallah khair, guys. Yeah, wa iyyakum. So take care, guys. Have a nice week, and in the week, inshallah, I'll try to do another vlog. What kind of things do you guys want to see in a vlog? Tell me that. Be serious. Be honest. I know some people say to me, "Oh, you're a Maulana or you're a graduate. You shouldn't be making vlogs on certain things." Tell me, if you think I shouldn't be making vlogs on certain things, you tell me that. Tell me the kind of things that you would like to see vlogs on. I'm not saying make a vlog like a comedy show or something. I'm not going to be doing that. Yeah, tadabbur. Yeah, bro. You can ask your questions on tadabbur, inshallah. If I know it, I know the answer. If I don't know it, then I don't know the answer. Simple as that. Inshallah. Can we check if what we come with is correct? Yeah, you can do that. That'd be a good idea. Maybe help me as well. What book should be taught after Durusul Balagha? After you study Durusul Balagha, the next thing that you should do is you need to start in a bit more advanced book. Personally, I don't like Durusul Balagha because it's too short and the examples, there's not that many kind of examples they give. They give one example each. So I think a better book than that may be something like there's a few books, a series of books that you can get. Balagha al-Wadiha is good again, but it's got too much poetry in there, and if you haven't studied poetry, it's just going to get boring. But Abdul Qahir Jurjani, yeah, his books are very, very easy to follow, right? So if you can read those books, and there's a guy called Fadl Abbas, Dr. Fadl Abbas. If you can get his books on Balagha, very, very nice and easy, and they flow, and those are very good. But the other thing you need to do is you need to start learning Quran on the side with someone, because application of Balagha, if you don't like it's basically like, imagine this. Imagine you know the theory of building a ship, but you've never sat in a ship, you've never seen a ship in your life. So what you need to do is you need to kind of get used to how the ayats work, how Arabs say things, how the Quran says things, and then when you start looking at the Balagha, that you'll appreciate the Balagha more. And I've seen this with students, it's like Nahu. Someone's never seen an Arabic text and they study Arabic grammar. It's so difficult to try and understand. Yeah, it's only when you kind of immerse yourself in Arabic texts is when Arabic grammar starts to make sense. Okay, so daily activities. I mean, I don't do that many daily activities. You know me, I'm a routine guy. I have the same routine nearly every single day, right? So I think a lot of people will get bored of seeing my routine. A systematic approach to learning Arabic stage by stage. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, I can do maybe a segment on that. Is there a specific book you recommend or have benefited from in Sarf? You know, in Sarf, I studied Sarf first of all from a teacher called Sheikh Bilal, Maulana Bilal, who's my first teacher in Sarf. Secondly, then I studied it from a teacher called Sheikh Rafiq, Mufti Rafiq. Then I studied from a third teacher, Sheikh Thaqib. So I studied, Sheikh Bilal taught us his own notes on Sarf. Then Sheikh Rafiq taught us Ilm al-Sigha, which is in Arabic. And then Sheikh Thaqib taught us a book called Ash-Shafiyah. Yeah. So, but a lot of what I learned in Sarf was application, my own application. So I would sit with the teacher and the teacher would give me examples and I would try to take them out of the Quran. That's where a lot of students kind of fall short. Okay, I'm stuck in a rut, not being able to read Arabic, not being able to read Arabic without tashkil. Right, so you know what you need to do? You need to get yourself someone who knows more Arabic than you, who can read Arabic texts, and just sit with him, even if you pay him. But just ask him to listen to your Arabic. Just like when you learn tajweed and you read the Quran to someone, that's what you need to do, trust me. You do that every single day, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. I guarantee you in 3 months, your Arabic reading will become very, very good. Yeah, I can guarantee you that, inshallah. Yeah, I mean, because it's just logical, isn't it? If you practice something with someone and you're correcting your mistakes, Arabic is limited to how much rules it applies in the text. And you know, personally, I learned a lot of my reading of Arabic, I learned it before I knew Arabic grammar. Like, I learned Arabic grammar as well, but I wasn't really kind of focusing too much on the Arabic grammar, if you know what I'm saying. Because if you read Arabic, like an Arabic book, as long as you know what each word means, you don't really need to know the grammar. Like on one page, I think you probably need to know about 3 or 4 Arabic rules. The rest is just reading. You like that Birmingham accent there? Yeah, my Birmingham accent. Huh? يا أهل اليمن تحبون اللهجة البرمنغامية؟ نعم حلو حلوة
مثل صفير البلبلي.
نعم مثل صفير البلبلي ها يعني لا يبقى على مستوى واحد. طيب نعم. So can you carry on with your Arabic speaking videos? Yeah, I mean the thing with those, I get kind of I get some very interesting feedback on those. So I can inshallah, I need to think of topics, right? I need to think of ideas of what to do, because you get bored if you're on your own. Yeah, if I'm on my own and speaking to myself, you can tell I'm either going to end up mad, soon, or it's just that I'm just going to go around in circles. So inshallah, I'll try to think of some more. I don't know how much people benefit in reality. If you guys give me constructive feedback on how you find them, and what things I can improve and what things you find difficult, then I can improve them. But if I can't get feedback and I'm just like doing to myself, then it's kind of like a bit boring sometimes as well. So I lose interest. I'm human as well, guys. I need to be motivated. Yeah, inshallah. All right, any other last question, inshallah, then I'm going to call it a day. Yeah. Teaching Arabic, inshallah, may Allah make me strong in teaching Arabic. I love teaching. Teaching is the thing that I like the most. نعم وأحب المحادثة باللغة العربية أيضا، لكن قد لا أجد فرصة لأتكلم مع يعني العرب كثيرا، لأني أسكن في مكان لا أجد هناك من إما أنهم يتكلمون لهجة كثيرة فلا يستطيعون أن يفهموني، أو أجد أنهم لا يتهيأ لهم الفرصة لكي يأتوا عندي ويتكلمون معي. عرفتم هذا؟ I know a whole load of reverts who find your videos on Arabic benefit. Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Yeah, so I mean, just find out what kind of things I can improve. What dialect can I speak? أنا لا أستطيع أتكلم بلهجة، لا أدري أي لهجة عندي. كنت مرة تكلمت مع واحد قال لي لهجتك لهجة خليج، لا أدري، وأنا لا أهتم باللهجة يعني حقيقة، لأني كنت درست في باكستان. هناك كان عندنا بعض الطلبة من بلدان شتى، كان عندنا يعني عرب من شمال أفريقيا، وكان عندنا بعض الطلبة من الخليج، من قطر، وكان بعضهم باكستانيين مستوطنين في الخليج، وكان عندنا بعض الأساتذة من مصر. فيعني اللهجة قد اختلط بعضها ببعض، فكنت أنا يعني لا أهتم كثير بتصحيح لهجتي، ولا أرى هذا شيء يعني ينبغي لطالب أن يهتم به، لأن أصلا الذي يعني يهتم باللهجة يعني يضيع وقته كثير جدا. أما اللهجة في القرآن فهذا شيء طبعا يعني تجويد يقتضي أنك تتكلم وتجيد قراءة القرآن بلغة العرب، بلهجة العرب. أما كلام مع الناس، يعني أنا أجد كثير من أساتذتي كانوا يتكلمون اللغة العربية، لكن كان عندهم يعني لهجة أو نكهة يعني باكستانية. يعني كان فيهم بعض الكلمات مثل بدل أن يقول ضاد كانوا يقولون زاد، نعم، زربة، أو كانوا يقولون يعني كما تعرفون كما تسمعون مثل هذا. فأنا حقيقة لا أهتم بلهجة، فإن كنت أحببت هذا فبها، وإلا فهناك أشياء في الدنيا أهم من لهجتي إن شاء الله. نعم، كيف؟ صحيح أشرف؟ توافق؟ نعم. يعني المهم نفهم القرآن إن شاء الله، نفهم القرآن ونفهم كلام النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام. ويعني ينبغي للطالب، أرى أن ينبغي للطالب أن يكون يعني يعتمد على نفسه كثير في العلم. يعني إذا كان أحد لا يعتمد على نفسه في العلم فإنه قد يميل إلى هذا أو يميل إلى ذلك، وهذا شيء يعني شيء ليس شيء يعني أراه. Okay, structure lessons ألف to ألفية بن مالك. الله أكبر. That's like I'll probably need about 300 or 400 lives for that on YouTube. How did you learn to speak so fast? Well, I've been learning since 2000. So from the year 2000, I've studied 9 years. And if someone studies for 9 years, then they're studying only Arabic 6-7 hours a day, and then they're speaking for about 4 or 5 hours a day, and they don't learn, that person needs a big kick somewhere. You know where? Yeah. تعرفون أين؟ مكان الذي لا يطلع فيه الشمس. هذا مكان خاص. Okay. How did it takes me 5 minutes just to think how to say what. How did you learn to speak English so fast also? Yeah, I learned how to speak English from the back of Kellogg's cornflake boxes. Yeah, so basically, you know, the main thing is practice. And you know what? Do not be shy. أنا عندما كنت في مدرسة، فكان عندنا بعض الطلبة يعني الكبار الذين كانوا يتقدموا في صفوف، وكانوا بعضهم من كأتذكر كانوا بعضهم من أفريقيا، وأهل أفريقيا يجيدون اللغة العربية معظمهم. وكان هناك بعض الطلبة من موزمبيق ومن بلد آخر، فكانوا يدعونني إلى غرفتهم. فعندما كنت أحضر عندهم كانوا يسألونني أسئلة، وكانوا يضحكون على عربيتي يعني ضحكا عجيب جدا. وأنا ما كنت أستحي لأني كنت أعرف أن مهما ضحكوا علي فهذا يقوي عربيتي. نعم. كان يقول لي نعم لياقة كيف تقول تي، أنا أقول شاي، كيف تقول هذا؟ وكنت أقول مثل هذا، كنت أقول أنا يذهب إلى الدكان. كانوا يضحكون وأنا ما كنت أعرف لماذا يضحكون، حتى جاءني أحد من كاميرون قال لي تعرف عندما تتكلم وتخاطب أحد وتتكلم عن نفسك تقول في بداية يعني تقول أذهب، لا تقول يذهب له. و you know sometimes you hear expats that live in Khalij, you know, when they speak Arabic they say things like أنا في مشي أنا يذهب بكرة وشغل في taxi. Yeah, so they say stuff like that. Okay, what's all the noise in the background? Do you have guests? Yeah, so there was an event today. So if you watch the beginning of the vlog, I'll show you guys this event. So there's lots of guys there. So I'll show you guys the event. Yeah, it's my audience, guys. I'll show you these kind of things just because you guys are my friends. Yeah, that's why I show you these kind of things. So anyway, anyone last question, and then that's it. I'm off because guys gonna drain my battery. Yeah. No more questions. So Jazakallah khair, guys, for all your help. And if you have any other inspirations or anything that comes to your mind that you think that I should make a vlog on or talk about, because I don't want to kind of focus it too much on like Arabic or on, because I know there's some people some of you guys, you love Arabic and you guys want that, but I want to kind of benefit other people as well. So Jazakumullah khair for all you guys, and Ullu Kapatta. Yeah, you take care as well. Home education. Is your name Abu Abdurrahman? Was it Abu Abdurrahman? I can't remember your name, brother. What would be your one advice to students who want to be as good as you want? Don't become as good as me. Become better than me, inshallah. Yeah, always try to aspire to become better. My advice would be, try to get yourself a good companion, like a teacher or someone that you can always benefit from. You know, that's the one thing that I think, alhamdulillah, I've benefited a lot. Yeah, one of my teachers says so close to him and benefit from him. Okay, the Arabic I study with my shaykh is only Nahu and Sarf. Where can I learn conversation? You need to get yourself a group of people and just start practicing with yourselves. Dr. Sharma Jackson Mufti Abu Layth speak about crypto Shafization or Hanafi fiqh. What was that? I don't know what that means. Yeah. Abu Abdullah, mashallah. Yes, I don't know what that means. And in reality, if I don't know what something means, you know what? I'm not going to make stuff up. Yeah, I used to make stuff up. Sometimes I do. But not today. Today's a day I'm not going to make stuff up. Yeah, so I don't know what that means. Cryptocurrency is a very, very, very complicated topic. I'm not an expert in finance. And, you know, I don't want to speak about something which I don't have any expertise in. So I know there's lots of people who will just talk about anything. Even if they don't know, they have expertise, they just have a view on everything. I don't believe that's something which people should do. Vlog ideas, review electronics. Oh, review electronics, yeah, that's a good idea. Have you guys seen that Unbox Therapy? That guy's a good guy, yeah? Days, I'm not gonna do that. Die. I've seen a guy try to jump off a bridge, and he broke his head. Yes, I'm not gonna do that. Whatever you do, don't go Japan with your vlogs. Japan, why not? It has become very usuli, crypto Shafization of Hanafi fiqh. I don't understand. Do you mean basically that the Shafi approach to fiqh has been merged into the Hanafi approach? Is that what you mean? Because I mean, after the 600s, the Hanafi fiqh, Hanafi usul and Shafi usul became one anyway. Yeah, so generally, see, what you have to remember is fiqh will always go through a process of change. There will always be a process of change because that's the nature of how fiqh works. It's based upon the social kind of concepts in society and the way people think. So there's not one way people think. So there will always be a change. That's why if you look at any madhab, you look at the later scholars, they have a slightly different approach in certain things. Again, you see, codification, just because codification occurs, that doesn't mean that didn't exist in the early days, like Nahu, for example, Arabic grammar. Arabic grammar has always been there, it's been in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, before them, but it hasn't been codified. So just because something has been codified 2, 3, 4, 500 years later, and it's found in another madhab early on, like in the Imam Shafi, he codified the usul, that doesn't mean it's Shafi'ized. Yeah, I don't believe that's the case. Yeah, that's just their opinion. But codification is a natural process in society. It's how society develops. They just start to find things which earlier scholars didn't find, and they just start to codify it. Yeah, so if you're against codification, you can have that if you want. All right, guys, I'm gonna go now. Jazakallah khair. Brother Isa, have a nice week. How will the rest of you?